Nope. If it has to be sexual for it to be approved time, we'll watch it naked. I'll eat milk duds from between her tits. Whatever it is, she's with me and Hero tonight. And today we are chatting about The Daymakers by Grace McGinty.
Huh. I don't know why I've been saying McGinty. No, you're right, because there's no R.
Yeah, there's no R.
Yeah. So this is the second thing that we've read by Grace on the podcast. The first was the Shadowbred series.
Yep.
And then to give context of what the book is, a woman who's running from an abusive partner ends up on a tour bus with the Daymakers and shenanigans happen. But I think the most prudent part of it is they're a masked rock star band. And so she doesn't get to know their identity till at least about, 70% of the way?
Yeah.
If not longer?
70, yeah, I was going to say it was a good between probably 70 and 80% in before she knew who they were.
Yeah. So either they had a special silk mask to cover their face or they blindfolded her while she was on that. But maybe we should rephrase the shenanigans. So they're tired of Knight getting his dick wet and almost getting caught with his mask.
Not
and
Knight,
having to. Not, are you sure it was Knight? It was Royal? Okay.
It was Royal.
One of them. And almost getting caught because their whole gimmick is not to know who their identity is. So as they save, I don't remember what her name is, the chick, the main female character, they come up with an idea of, okay, yeah, Lottie, Charlotte. They come up with the idea that they need to find a concubine for the band, so they stop trying to get into trouble. And she's like, well, if I need to make money, and if people are going to abuse me anyways, I might as well get to make the decision of who uses my body. Yeah. And she uses that as a way for freedom. And then, of course, it's a romance, so you know how it goes.
Yeah.
I do also want to give a disclaimer that this book was originally in our first round of our buddy jar. And when we cleared out the buddy jar for this season, I was like, okay, all the books I can read now. And so I instantly picked this up. And then, of course, I'm messaging Jenn about the book. And she's like, what book are you reading? And then here we are. So maybe the jar works. Maybe it doesn't work. I don't know. But at least we got to it, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So I knew you would enjoy it because of the masks, for sure.
Yeah, it was very sleep token coded, which I'm sure was intentional. So
what does that mean?
Sleep Token is a masked band, like a hot
masked
band right now, and they're always playing off each other on stage. Like the one I've sent you a couple of clips from their shows where it's masked singers on the stage, and he's all up in one of the other guys's face or junk or whatever. That's Sleep Token 9 times out of 10. I can't think of anybody else I've sent you.
I didn't know that was a real band or a thing.
Yeah, it's very book talk music.
Okay. I thought you were talking about some secret thing that had to do with Lord of the Rings that I had no idea about. And I'm like, what?
I have never seen Lord of the Rings, so that is something you don't have to worry about with me.
No, I definitely have to worry about that now if you've never seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I've not seen Lord of the Rings. I've not seen, I almost said Space Wars, Star Wars.
I mean, it's stars, space. I mean, it's almost the same thing.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them. But anyway.
That's fascinating.
Yeah.
That is a whole other conversation because we can totally go on a tangent on that. I have so many questions.
I would watch Lord of the Rings for the horses, but that's about it.
Probably. Okay.
Anyway.
Okay, back to masked men, not horse riders.
Hey, if we had a masked horse rider.
I mean, technically, Arrow from Bridge Kingdom was.
Orange?
I think that was, whatever his name is. I think that was one of my complaints when we talked about it, was he only wore the mask the one time at the beginning. And I'm like, that's stupid. Why even bring it if he's not going to wear it even more? I understand it was a way to... Anyways. Weird. We should have just named this episode Tangent Episode.
I think we talked about Daymakers for like 45 seconds. So
yeah, it's like we're done. That's it. Like, it's fine. I mean, I like Grace's writing, so I enjoyed the story. The Masked Rockstar Band, like, it was fine. I liked the element of the concubine part.
Mm-hmm.
But, I mean, besides that, like, it's just your reverse harem. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah. There's nothing that stands out. So it's 4 guys: Royal, Knight, Hero, and Poet. Poet and Hero are a couple.
Mm-hmm. Knight is mending his heartbreak.
Yeah.
For some girlfriend. And then Royal is just...
I think... we were just talking before we started recording about the quotes and like what captured the attention. I think I sent you a voice memo about it was a reverse. It wasn't a good girl. It was a good boy. I think that's what I was like, Jen. She calls him good boy. Like, I think that's what that was the part I was like, I got to tell Jen about this book, okay? Because Jen likes golden retrievers. So, but he's like the dominant one until sometimes he just likes to be called a good boy.
I think that's what I loved about... I am such a sucker for like the alpha male, especially in a reverse harem, where he becomes just putty in her hands. Mm-hmm. Like the biggest, baddest, whatever person in the reverse harem is just like, yes, ma'am.
Yes.
It's amazing. I love it. So who is your favorite of the men? Oh my God, we forgot about Shep. There's 5 men.
Oh yeah, Shep. He's the one who saves her or gets her.
Basically.
Yeah, to the medic.
But I'm sorry. So I really like his name.
Yeah, Shep.
Yeah, except did you ever see the 90s like live action Tarzan, like Man of the Jungle with, is it Deborah Messing? No. Lisa. Okay. Anyway.
Was it with Brandon Fraser?
Yes.
Yes.
Every time I read Shep, all I could picture was the elephant. Because that's what George of the Jungle, that's the movie. That's what George's pet elephant's name was Shep.
Do you know how long it's been since I've seen that movie?
I used to be obsessed with that movie.
Oh, okay. Well, that explains it.
Yeah.
I mean, now that you say it like triggers something, like a small light bulb is like trying to turn on in the back of my head. But yeah, no, I didn't.
Yeah, every time I saw the name, I was like, aw, it's a fetching elephant.
Hey, Shep was way better than his first name. I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with his first name.
Rover. I thought it was fine. But yeah, I prefer Shep.
I prefer Shep. So which one is my favorite?
Yeah, which one's your favorite?
I think I like Poet because while he's the submissive with Hero, he's not the submissive with her. Why do you look shocked?
Because that's my favorite, and we so rarely have a favorite that's the same.
And then I would probably say Royal.
That's who I was expecting you to say was Royal. I would say Poet or Shep. Like if I got to pick one.
I keep on forgetting about Shep. Sorry. Hold on. Shep, Poet, then Royal. That would be my order.
I just want Shep and Poet. Like simultaneously. I need to go to Paris. Thank you very much.
Yes. I think that Hero and Knight are interchangeable to me. There was nothing that really stood out about them. The only thing with Hero is that he was with Poet, and I'm fine with that. That doesn't bother me. Royal's the alpha. right? Like he's the
Yeah.
I liked the banter and the butting heads and that angst, that pull that they had towards each other. So obviously, that's it. But I think Shep encompasses all that in a different way.
Yeah.
He does it into a way to where he is being the alpha, but he doesn't have to like puff out his chest to show that. Where Royal, he needs to puff out his chest, right?
Yeah.
Because that's just that control that he needs.
Time. Yeah.
So Shep and Poet for sure.
Yeah.
And then we can throw in Hero if he wants to join us.
Yeah, I loved Shep. The only thing that I would have liked to see is like she calls Royal out in like the very first meeting and is allegedly like pinning what he needs. And she does kind of make him come to her, but I wish there had been a bit more like dominance on her side in the bedroom. Like I wish we'd had like a really hot scene between the two of them where she like made him crawl to her, or
I thought she did.
Did she? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Did she?
I'm pretty sure she made him crawl to her.
Maybe.
It was very subtle though. It's not, I know what you're saying. It was a very subtle dominance scene. But I'm pretty sure, and he does.
Now that you've said that, I think you might be right. Hold on.
This is going to shock all of our listeners that I remembered something. So, but I'm pretty sure. Because that's the good boy scene.
Oh my God, you're right!
Yeah. But it was very subtle. I understand what you're saying, though. I think we needed one to where it was more like you could see the dynamic of who was. But I mean, it was their first time.
Okay, so you're right. He does crawl to her, but they're on the bus, so he crawls to her on the bed. I wanted him on the fucking floor.
Oh, okay.
Like, you're right. So hold on. This is okay. She says, on your knees. And then she's like, you might be the golden boy of the band, but tonight I'm the one who needs to be worshipped.
Like I said, subtle.
Yeah. I mean, it was a good scene. I liked it. I just would have liked to see the ante upped a bit.
Yeah. And I think that's why Royal is so far on my list of them, is because I don't want to. Yeah. I'm not into dominatrix, so I understand the need every once in a while, but I feel like most of their sexual encounters in the book, she's dominating.
Yeah. Yeah, she's definitely the leading partner.
I mean, I guess that works because if you are fucking 5 guys, and there's got to be a balance somewhere, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Grace did a really good job of balancing the personalities and like what they each needed from her, both physically, emotionally, and sexually. I think she balanced all of that really well because like she could have absolutely been in a one-on-one relationship with Shep. I felt like they were probably the most like solid, quote unquote, normal kind of couple, maybe aside from Night and her. But I feel like she gave each of them what they needed to make the relationships work.
I agree. It was a cute story. I do want to give a little bit of a spoiler to you that Poet and Lottie show up in another one of Grace's books.
Ooh.
The one that I sent, the one about the Everybody Wants to Fuck a Dragon book.
Well, I might have to read it now. Although I've got
it's just a scene. It's just a scene, but
I need to get started on our this season's book.
Yeah, you do.
Unless you tell me to DNF it. Or maybe you don't pick it up again. I get to 35%, and then we make the call.
I think that you might enjoy it. I don't know. Maybe it's okay, so I will say the only reason why I think you will like it is because you enjoyed aspects of Tears of Tess and Kay Webster's book, Dirty Ugly Toy. That is why I think you're going to like it. Although, again, I never finished Dirty Ugly Toy, so maybe, I don't know. And I didn't really like Tears of Tess. So I think that's why, because you liked those two, and this kind of combines them with some other elements.
Interesting.
And so that's why I haven't DNF'd it, because I don't think that you are. Or maybe you will. Like, I don't know. There's some really fucked up shit in this book. So.
Oh my God.
So everyone listening, there's, a teaser of what's to come, or maybe not come. You might not get it till the wrap up. So who knows?
Yeah. We don't know yet. We'll find out.
But yeah, if it wasn't for the podcast, I would have already DNF'd it, because I can't stand the whining.
Well, I might end up starting it anyway. I'll let you know. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so ready to rate?
Yeah.
Darkness 2?
I was gonna say a 1 or a 2, because really the darkness happens in the first chapter, and then in
yeah, I'm okay with a 1.
I mean, that first chapter is pretty.
It's brutal, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. And
I'm okay with a 1.
There's a lot of like hinting about what's happened to her, but nothing like really explicit on the page.
The only reason why I was saying a 2 is because we actually see him beat her.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why I was saying a 2. But I could see what you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with the 2. That, like I said, that first chapter was. I was struggling through that chapter. I was like, if it's going to be a lot of this, I don't think I'm going to be able to read it. But it wasn't.
Yeah, no.
And I think even in her warnings, she says that like the beginning of this is pretty rough, but like our MMCs are just sweet babies.
I don't know about sweet babies, but sure. Okay, a 2.
Okay. Darkness 2.
Spicy
3.
3, yeah.
Yeah. Because I mean, there wasn't anything crazy.
It was just they were in masks and blindfolded. That was it.
Yeah. Yeah. And I mean, and that's one thing that I feel like Grace did another really good job of, because that's something that, and we've talked about this before, with reverse harems, it can just become like just about the sex. And this had like a storyline throughout the entire book.
Yes.
Like, I mean, honestly, even like small plot points were like tied up or, or whatever during some of the sex scenes, honestly.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. She's a really I really love all of her work. There hasn't been anything I've read by her, because I've read pretty much all of her backlog now. There's just still a handful of contemporaries that I need to do. And I think she only has one duet that's just MF. Which I want to read it, but I'm like, you're known for your reverse harems, but like, it's fine. Yeah, I can't think of a single thing that I've read by her. I can't remember if she's the one who does the gargoyles. If she's the one who did the gargoyle one, I didn't like what she did to the gargoyles, but that's a whole other story. Somebody did something to some gargoyles, and I was like, I didn't like that. But other than that, I love everything that she does. So overall, I'd give it a 3.
I think I ended up rating it a 4.
Oh.
Because I read it, I didn't listen to it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's available on Spotify. So I would totally listen to the book, just as long as it's, I didn't check to see if it was dual duet narration. If it's not duet, then I'm not going to listen to it. But if it's a duet, then I'd totally listen to that book again.
Okay. And when you say duet, you mean that if it's from her perspective, it's the female, and it's from his perspective, it's the male.
Like, as long as
dual is where the female reads all the female lines and the male reads all the male lines, regardless of the point of view, right?
Right. So
okay.
If I prefer dual, but like my unless it's an actor that I really really like, I prefer reading duet over single narration anymore.
Okay.
But dual is my favorite.
Yeah. I do like that. Okay. I read it too, so.
Awesome. So, yeah. Oh yeah, 3, 4. Okay. Anything else? Any last words?
Nope, not for this one.
Awesome. All right. Thank you so much for joining us on another episode. If you have read Daymakers, we would love to hear what you rated it. Check us out on Instagram at Bones of the Story, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining us on the journey into the shadows of love, where dark romance stories come to light.
We hope you enjoyed this episode of Bones of the Story as much as we did. If you did, don't forget to subscribe and leave a review. Your feedback means the world to us.
And to stay updated on all things dark romance, follow us on social media. You can find us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube.
We'd also love to hear from you. Share your thoughts, ideas, or even your own dark romance stories with us. Drop us a line at bonesofthestory@gmail.com.
Remember, our next tantalizing episode is just around the corner, so keep your hearts open and your senses sharp.
Until then, embrace the darkness and let the stories continue to stir your deepest desires.
This is Misty
and Jenn signing off from Bones of the Story.